Maxwell here, and welcome to episode 133 of the TNA Impact Wrestling TEW2013 Let's Play. You join us for life after CM Punk. Yep, Punk is gone, away to film The Midnight Sun, I believe it's called, his movie. And yeah, we've got to really deal with the fact we won't have him in the main event scene, ensuring we get decent, basically ratings every show. So we've lost him for 6 months. One positive is, when he comes back, everything's going to be 100 over on this, so that can help in the future. But until then, we've got to build up storylines. We've got to try and replace his storyline, and we've got to build up other workers to ensure we're continually getting good ratings. So, how do we start without CM Punk? Well, that actually distracted me from one other storyline. So the worker for that storyline will come in next week, so he'll miss Crossfire and he'll miss Impact Wrestling, but he'll be back for, well, he'll sign for next week's show. But apart from that, we have 7 pre-show matches to try and get everybody on the card and try to get some momentum and build people up. And we'll have 14 segments with 2 lengthy matches just to try and get a good rating. We're booking today's show from the Haas Pavilion, which is in the southwest region, and I think that is, I can't even remember now. It is in Berkeley, California. So just really hoping to get in the southwest. I think the southwest is a spillover. Yep, northwest and mid-south. So hopefully try and get that northwest over to 65, so then we don't need to worry too much about the Great Lakes and the Midwest. So take it easy guys, relax, and hopefully enjoy the show as we carry on the road to Turning Point. In fact, for some reason, the pre-show's alright. My pre-show, I was wondering why my pre-show segments were too much, so people are going to have to leave. So now that was quickly alterated, and we have now officially made the 1 hour allocation of the pre-show. Now let's finally kick on with the show. So our opening pre-show match and about that featured great action and average heat. We had Mascara Dorada defeat Soldier Ant in 10:21 by pinfall. Just interested to see how these two luchadors would get on against each other, and this was a solid B-74, so a good opener for the show. There were no skill improvements, and the dirt sheet just has a few negatives, so quite happy with that. Our second match, in a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, we had Spud defeat Rhett Titus and Matt Taven in 9:58 when Spud defeated Rhett Titus with a fast roll-up. This got a C-56 for the X Division. Commentary team did very well. Matt Taven is improving his performance skills, and a lot of negatives there, a lot of low morale and holding back and inconsistency. But again, it was just a chance to promote Rockstar Spud. We then had 8 knockouts in action, and about that featured solid in-ring action but non-existent crowd heat. We had Ivelisse Velez, Mia Yim, Madison Rain, and Silesia Sparks managed to get the victory over Angelina Love, Melissa, Christina Voneri, and Jessie McKay. This happened in 9:54 when Ivelisse defeated Jessie by pinfall. D+48 is okay, it is building up a lot of the newer knockouts. Continues the women's storyline. Melissa was off her game. No skill improvements, which is disappointing. Wow, it's a lot of negatives. But again, it's the women's division, and we have to build it up over time. And hopefully, as I say, the aim is to get into main event one day. Next up, and about the featured solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. Ricochet defeats the debuting Jack Gallagher in 8:50 with Chocolate Rain. C-58, the match was too long, but it was to give Jack a good exposure. Good bit of exposure and see how he fared against Ricochet. Again, he's no over on this in America, so again, I'm quite happy with that. It made Ricochet stand out to be good. There were no skill improvements. Overall, just the length and the holding back. No, that's cool. That's pretty decent. That's a good rating. We then had a match that had some good action and average heat, which saw Adam Cole defeat MVP in 10:11 with the Florida Key. This was a B-73, as again we're just getting Cole some momentum, jobbing out MVP, and Adam Cole improves his Rumble skills. Negatives here, a lot for MVP, including declining physical ability, which is a shame, but it is what it is. We then start the show with some pyro for the first time in God knows how long. So we started with the pyro, try to create the atmosphere because of the terrible news of CM Punk leaving to go to Hollywood. JR says, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another blockbuster edition of TNA Impact Wrestling. With tonight going tonight, JR, is the start of a new era. An unexpected one nonetheless, as CM Punk has announced he has quit the company to star in a movie. JR says, what does this mean for Taker, for Colby Carino, and for the whole of TNA in general? Tony then says, plus tonight a dream match to make up for Punk leaving as Kevin Steen takes on Shinsuke Nakamura. And JR will come out with the usual, that's going to be a slobber knocker. A good start to the show, hyping up a big main event, and what's to come in a B81. No skill improvements, only negatives, a couple on JR, but that's a lot better from Jim Ross, so I'm very happy with that. We start off the show in an awful match that was completely devoid of heat. Colby Carino defeats Christopher Daniels at 7:26 by pinfall, following interference from Adam Cole. E plus 33. It's a bit better because we've changed Colby's push to lower mid card. Slowly but surely we'll build that up as we build him up. I'm happy with that. So that'll take time. That's why it's at the start of the show. There were no skill improvements. Negatives here. Mostly Christopher Daniels. He's not very happy, let's put it that way. But then if Colby and Carino in the ring with Adam Cole, but why? Adam Cole takes the mic and says, it seems to me like every single last one of you are surprised by this. But why? CM Punk may have gone to Hollywood, but can you blame him? This company is being run by the Carters and is nothing but a joke. To allow their son, to allow their nephew, to allow whoever to become the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. So what Punk said to the world and said to Colby made sense to me. Ring of Honor is far better than this dump, and together we will take over this dump. The future isn't about Carter, the future is about Honor. So instead of CM Punk, Adam Cole's going to be the leader of this group. I was initially going to put Cole in it with Punk and then changed my mind and then decided as soon as the Punk news come up we'll just go with Cole as the leader and he can lead the next generation. But C-56, Cole was a star, Colby was underwhelming, and it's the beginning of their friendship before they start recruiting others. The question is who. We had an extremely short match where Bram defeats the Amazing Red in 39 seconds with a curb stomp, D plus 48, and just a match to highlight the dominance of Bram. Somehow both men improved performance skills in 39 seconds, that's got to be a first. But overall, just a well executed, well, it was penalised first length, but I thought it was a good squash. I'm happy with that. Then backstage with the Killer Elite Squad and the Destroyer Nation, White comes up to Lashley and Ua Nation and says, "You guys, are you ready to do this?" Ua simply replies, "I was born ready." So hyping up that Ua Nation's going to be the man, and that was a B-75. That's decent. Again, it's our tag champions and a team that's going to be contending, teaming up. In this 8-man tag match, which had some good action and average heat, as the Killer Elite Squad and the Destroyer Nation defeated Divine Entertainment and the Hardys in 10-12, when Ua Nation defeats Pinky Sanchez with a jackhammer. C-59 is an okay rating. The Road Agent reported the usual good stuff with Johnny Divine. Lance Hoyt continues to improve every fucking time, with Rumble and technical skills this time, whilst Pinky Sanchez is improving his performance skills, and our dirt sheet has probably mostly negatives for the likes of Matt and Jeff Hardy. Overall, it says it's penalised for length, 10 minutes, as I don't particularly see Hoyt and Harry Smith as main event talent. So overall, I'm still pretty happy with that. Next up, the Wolf is fleeting pause. Can strike you down with its sharp claws. Can grasp you in its mighty jaws, but only disrespect would be the cause. The wolf will always protect its own. Help pups out of the frosty snow, because every wolf knows the wolf's code. Respect your elders, protect the pack, teach the young, and never turn your back. The Wolf, Davey Richards. So again, just a random poem on wolves. for Davey Richards, just to hype him up for another. Just really try and get him over a wee bit with some more packages, because we couldn't fit in the time for a match, so we gave him a hype segment. And that's a D+48, no extra factors included. Again, just a random poem from the internet. Next up, in a match that had some good action, an average heat, Alex Kozlov defeats Kota Ibushi in 10:39 when Ibushi was counted out after being attacked by Shinsuke Nakamura. This was a C62. Ibushi was off his game. Obviously continues the Japan storyline because Nakamura's chasing Ibushi. There were no skill improvements here. A lot of negatives here. Not playing up to the crowd, inconsistency, length. I wasn't going to make this go any longer. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that. It's really improved, but the guys that were in the tag teams that I don't expect to go any further than where they are at the moment. During the match, we see Nakamura return to chase Ibushi and to get his hands on him. Ibushi sees him and runs to the back to save his life. Kozlov gets the win via countout, and our cameras go backstage. We see Ibushi run by Gorilla, by the interview set, and straight into a limo waiting outside. He jumps in and bolts away just before Nakamura catches him. With Ibushi out of the way, can Nakamura now focus on his main event match, tonight, with Kevin Steen. It's a C+70, Nakamura wants to get his hands on Ibushi for the turn, but unfortunately can't. Continues the Japan storyline. Quite a few negatives there, but we'll need to build up momentum for Ibushi and Nakamura. Next up, and about, it featured great action and a good crowd. EC3 defeats Chris Hero in 11:10 with the headlock driver. This was a B-72. EC3, obviously to change his gimmick, has changed to an American hero, so just think of his gimmick in WWE as Chicks in America. It got a 78 rating. These guys have great chemistry together, so I kind of would have hoped they were doing a bit better than a 72, but overall that's still decent, and the performance of EC3 was stood out to be good. There were no skill improvements in this match. Negatives, low morale, declining physical ability, two faces, understandable. Because after the match, EC3 celebrates and poses before Adam Cole and Colby Corino run in and start beating him down. They continue this beatdown, and Cole hits the floor of the key. Chris Hero starts to get to his feet and walks towards EC3. Cole and Corino back down before Hero turns round and starts laying into EC3. Cole and Corino do not hesitate. They immediately jump on EC3 as well in this 3-on-1 assault. All three pose over the fallen Ethan Carter III and shout ROH. So C-, 55, obviously Colby will take the rating down, Adam Cole will be the real star. Worker improvements, Colby's learning to show more charisma, so again working with these guys is going to help him. A few negatives there, but most importantly, after 24 segments, Chris Hero turns heel, joins them in this Ring of Honor stable, because he has of course Ring of Honor as well previously, and the turn was a complete success. Excellent, so we're building up all these heel turns and face turns over a long period of time, and we're certainly reaping the benefit now. Although we were going to job Hero out, I feel he's perfect for this stable, as I kind of look to build like a Ring of Honor Evolution type stable with them down the line, so very happy with that. Then another match that had some excellent in-ring action and great heat from the audience. We had Samoa Joe defeat Rocky Romero in 18:04 by pinfall, following interference from Angelina Love. B- 77, that's okay. Probably need to a bit better when we're missing CM Punk, but regardless, he's improving in technical and performance skills, so hopefully that can only improve champion Samoa Joe. In the dirt sheet, just as negatives for Rocky Romero and Samoa Joe holding back, and the cold crowd and the low experience of the announce team. So that's all good. After Joe wins the match, he claps his hands to say, "This is easy, no problem at all." Kurt Angle appears in the Titantron. "Joe, up here buddy. Another great performance by our TNA World Champion, and now I know last week you called out any former World Champion. Now don't worry, it's not me, but I've got a hold of someone and he's going to make his presence known next week. Good luck buddy, this should be a money maker." So it's a B plus 86. I can pose the question right now. Who do you think it's going to be? Which former TNA World Champion is going to return next week? And then my main event flopped. Great, yay, we're going to lose Pop just purely. I thought this would honestly deliver, and it has done nothing but that. Like, I honestly seen Nakamura v Steen and went 90. Easy. No. We are so fucked without CM Punk. And about it featured great action and a good crowd. Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Kevin Steen in 1953 by pinfall with a surprise roll-up. C plus 68. We're losing Pop. Great. No skill improvements. A lot of negatives there, booking decisions and all that, but I had to try and elevate Nakamura, and I thought these two would click. Again, lesson learned, I suppose. Which means the show flops at a B minus 72, which looked like it was going to be a good show. Again, maybe if we'd have moved the placement and put Samoa Joe or Rocky Romero as main event, it wouldn't be so bad. But it loses Pop in 11 regions, and we've really got to try and up the ante when we don't have CM Punk around. So before we book our show for Impact, and before we end the video, we quick look at this. As you can see, the Northwest we were targeting to go to a 65 is now 63 in importance, and again we're just in no more over with the Great Lakes in the Midwest, so I'm really worried. Again, the next show will be in the same place, so again we're really going to have to try and push for a really strong main event. I'm scared. Without CM Punk, I'm very scared. So we'll need to see how we can turn this around and hopefully get a good rating. But apart from that, guys, that is it for this episode. So if you did enjoy it, please leave a like, bash the hell out of the like button, and hopefully we can get some more exposure to the old TW. If you've got any comments on the show itself, on my booking order, on any storylines, and just generally who you think this mystery opponent could be for Samoa Joe at Turning Point. Again, any comments on wrestling in general, know what's going down in the world of WWE, TNA, Global Force Wrestling, ICW, whatever, put in the chat. Conversation about wrestling's always good as well. And of course, let me know how your saves are getting on, because I can always learn speaking about your guys' shows as well. And of course, everyone can learn. And that's the main thing, because it's one of the games where I think when everybody comes together, we all kind of benefit from it and we all learn something from it. Like, I've learned a shit ton in the last year just from doing YouTube, which has been great. That and this and the Grey Dog forums have helped me so much. But apart from that, guys, take it easy, keep on playing TW, and hopefully I shall see you for the next episode. Goodbye.